What's up guys, it's Expert Yump and I'm doing a post-commentary video of unboxing my Insta360 X4. So, looks here like I'm just gonna open the box. Alright, so, pretty simple thing. One thing to note, I have used Insta360 products in the past. I have an Insta360 One, as well as now having an Insta360 X4. I've actually used it in some of my videos too. Operation Game Grab, episode 1 was recorded with this thing. Every part that was in the car was recorded with this thing, and I think the mini episode number 2, testing out the PlayStation 1, that one was also recorded using this thing. And the CRT video where we messed around with the VCR, that was also recorded on the Insta360 X4. Cool. Alright, so looks like I'm opening the box here. I'm gonna see what's inside. Looks like I'm having a little difficulty doing it with one hand. That's what this camera's for. I'll be able to do things with two hands now. So there it is, that's the camera. It's got 2 lenses and a screen. They look to be covered up with plastic packaging to protect them from scratches, as most people know. Good stuff. I know from experience now it feels good to record with. It's not particularly heavy. You can kind of tell just by looking at it how heavy it is really. And it takes an SD card for storage, so there's not any extra space for an SSD or anything. There's my Insta360 One right there. Comparing it, looks like I'm struggling to get it out with one hand. That's a comparison. The Insta360 One is definitely much smaller, but in turn it has a lower battery life and less quality capabilities and no screen. It actually kind of bothered me that they had the audacity to put a lightning port to connect to your phone when the camera uses what was at the time the standardized port, which was micro USB. So anybody who had an Android phone like myself, at the time I actually did not, but now I do. So I would have had to use an adapter, which would be really frustrating. So I'm glad to see that with this new one, you just take out the SD card and throw it into the computer, or you can connect to it via the Insta360 app. Or if you just want to see something, you can just look at the screen, right? Because that was actually the main function of the lightning port on the other one, to see what you just recorded very easily just by plugging it into the phone. It was pretty intuitive for iPhone users. Yeah, so looks like I'm taking off all the stickers. We can see the thing in all of its glory. Very shiny and pristine. It's yet to have gotten my finger oils all over it. Sorry, camera. Although the lenses do stay nice and clean because the thing comes with lens covers. There are 2 types of lens covers for the thing, and I'll cover that later when I actually open that part. As for now, let's watch me struggle to take off all the plastic with one hand. Yeah. Flip the thing over. There's a screen again. All right. Let's, yeah, there we go. Let's see. So here's the thing in the light, just in case you didn't get enough of it the first time. Looks like I already got some fingerprints on it, which is unfortunate, but that's just how this stuff goes. There is the box again. There's more in the box, so let's have a look. We got what I can only guess, because I don't remember, is instructions. I'm going to try and pull it out with that. I actually remember that being pretty difficult to do with 2 hands as well. It was, if I understand correctly, yeah, I had to get it started with 2 hands and then take it out with one. So the packaging's a little weird here. I wanted to check to see if there was anything under there. It seems like there's not. So let's figure out how to open this. How about? It's you open it like that. Okay. So inside, what have we got? I think there was a lot of casing. I see the lens guards right there is what I'm currently taking out. See if I can do it with one hand or if I'm going to have to cut again. No, I think I figured it out. Wow, look at that. Look at that. One-handed. Alright, I don't want to brag or anything. That's would be silly. But yeah, it comes with the regular lens covers instead of the premium ones, which are plastic and they do break easier. As of recording this video, I have actually replaced my lens covers with the premium ones because one of mine cracked for a reason that is actually unknown to me. I do not know why it cracked or how it cracked. Well, I know why it cracked because it's plastic and cheap, you know, unfortunate, right? But I do not know how it cracked. I don't remember ever dropping the camera or anything. So, that was weird. The premium covers have been serving me well, though. I think they're made of glass, if I understand correctly. And when you boot up the camera, it actually does have a setting for each lens cover. So, you got to tell it either automatic or you can tell it which lens cover you're using. This is a camera case. Just big enough to hold the camera with the premium covers, which are bigger, by the way, than the regular covers. You just throw it in there, zip it up, and we'll protect it nice and well. That is what it looks like. Let's see if I unzip it. I do remember inside of the thing it does come with a lens cleaner. There we go. Oh yes, and the thermal case, which is, I believe that's what they called it. It's really just to protect the camera from body heat so that it doesn't overheat, because since the camera is capable of filming in 8K, it will heat up really hot if you use that. So that thing is there to protect it from heat of your hand when you're holding it. Looks like inside the case it also comes with a wire to charge the camera, which can also be used to transfer data. I've never actually used it for transferring data from the camera to my computer, but I do know that it does work transferring data from my phone to my computer, which I should actually try that, plugging in the camera instead of taking out the SD card. That might be nice. I keep saying SD card, by the way. I mean to say micro SD card. SD card has kind of become old technology at this point. The only system I know that uses it would be the Wii. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head. There's another look at the camera. There's the the lens cleaner and the instructions, as well as the cable. Looks like here I'm opening the lens cleaner. It's a nice fabric. I'm sure plenty of you guys out there have seen it before, whether it's for a different camera, your glasses, your phone screen, or any sort of screen/lens cleaner. It's really just the same. It feels the same. It's actually, I was going to say the same size, but it's a little bigger than what I'm used to. Looks like I'm trying to clean off the fingerprints that I already got on the thing. I've used that thing before, and it does a good job, you know, as it should. And these are the instructions. I'm not seriously going to go and read those, am I? I think I went and read it off camera, if I'm correct, although it does look like I'm opening them right now. It tells you how to put on the thing and what it does. Yeah, so, and there we go. Let's move on. Okay, this is the cable, USB-C to USB-C, which bugs me a little bit because there are not many USB-C outlets for charging, and it does not come with a charging brick. So that's a little bit of a hassle to find a place to charge that. Sometimes I just use my phone charger. Yeah, and there's the camera again. Let's see if I could get it in focus. There it is. All the buttons and switches to release the parts. Now, it looks like I actually did open one of the switches and I didn't close it correctly. But basically the way these work is you open them like that because the camera is, to a degree, water resistant. or waterproof. Not indefinitely waterproof though, so I think that just means water resistant. And there's a gasket in there to protect things like that charging port, and the other one is to protect the battery and the SD card, the micro SD card, sorry. It's bugging me a little bit that it won't close because I didn't close it. But that's my fault. That's the micro USB that the Insta360 One uses. A little bit old now. It still works though. Still charges. Slowly, but it charges. Okay. And the X4 charges a lot faster and actually shows you the progress on screen. I still have that cover open. That is bothering me. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this is the selfie stick. You just screw it in there. I couldn't show that on the camera because I only had one hand. And it looks like I closed the cover. Yay! But that's what it looks like on the selfie stick. The selfie stick actually does extend. I don't know if I'll show that. But you just pull it out and push it back in. It's much more intuitive than the selfie stick that came with the Insta360 One, which unfortunately, as of recording this, I was not able to find until later on. And I couldn't find it in all of its pieces, so I won't exactly be able to show you that. But just take my word for it. It's easier to use the new one. It had like clips and stuff, you know. These are all the manuals, waterproofing, what to know. So they tell you exactly how waterproof the thing is and what you should do. And I will not try to recite any of the information because I do not remember entirely. I just keep the manual for when I want to use that. There are the standard lens guards. I've been calling them regular lens guards, but they are officially called standard lens guards. Just means that they are not the premium. Yeah, so they're a little smaller. They have a little blue indicator instead of an orange indicator. Fun thing. I see stickers in there. Those are always a fun time. I actually still have those. I haven't figured out what to stick them to yet. We'll figure that out someday. And as well as another instruction manual, I believe, that came out of there. So that's cool. Insta360, and I guess their slogan is Think Bold. I don't know. So it looks like that's it for that sleeve right there. Let's see what's next to look at. The instructions on how to actually install the lens covers. Not too hard. Just look at the image and do what it says. It was pretty simple. I didn't have much of a difficulty. What I did notice though was that one lens cover went better on one lens than the other did, but that might just be me. I don't know. Here's the lens cap. I don't remember if this comes with the camera. I don't think it does. It's not a necessity, but it's definitely good to have. The lens cap is very self-explanatory. So, you know, it just covers the lens, keeps it from getting scratched. Let's see if I can open that box. Okay. There we go. We're going to pull the thing out. Let's see what it's got inside. There's a box, probably containing the lens cap. Okay, alright. Exciting stuff. The anticipation is just killing me, guys. Okay, there's the lens cover. We like to see it. Just got to take it out of the plastic. There's nothing else in the box. It seems just to be the lens cover. Very efficient packaging on Insta360's part there. Obviously, that is sarcasm, because that was not so good for the environment of them to do that. Such a big box for one item and an instruction manual. Like, seriously, why? It's not even... It's just rubber. Like, it's not like it'll break or anything. Anyway, so, yeah, there's the lens cover. All you gotta do is just slide it over the camera. I'm sure that I'll show what the camera looks like with the lens cover after I finish having fun with it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, fun time. We like that. One thing to note about the lens cover here, or lens cap here, is that when you put it on the camera, if you don't have the premium lens covers, they or there will be room for the premium lens covers, so you'll be able to press down on it and it'll feel like you're squishing, and you know, because you are, right? Yeah. So it just kind of slides right on there, and it fits nicely, so that's good. Right. And don't worry, like it's not like it's too big or anything. It's supposed to be like that, of course, like I said, unless you have the premium lens covers. All right, so that is that. And now it looks like I'm going to put on the lens cover. Very nice transition here by me. Best one I've ever done ever in the history of ever. Alright, that's what it looks like with the lens covers on. Yeah. And as you can see, those have the blue indicator to show that they're the standard lens covers. The premium have an orange indicator. So, yeah, look out for that. And they don't fall off while you're recording either. They kind of like screw in. So it's pretty good. Yeah. See, thumbs up. Alright. So yeah, that's basically the end, right? So if you liked that, good. That was my intention, right? There's a button for that, you know. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I'm just kind of stalling so that, you know, there's like an end screen here with more videos that you can click on. So yeah, I think honestly the video is probably gonna end in maybe like 3, 2, 1 now.